Would you like to see me turn some fabric scraps into some beautiful home decor pieces and wearable fabric art? Stick around in this video and I'll show you how. Did you know that there are 92 million tons of textile waste globally each year? Isn't that staggering? And in the United States, there's around 11.3 million tons thrown away every year. And the average person, not household, but person, throws away 81.5 pounds of clothing annually, just clothing. Now, myself personally, and you might be saying this to yourself, that is not the case with you personally. And I know that's the case for me because I don't shop and buy a lot of clothing. And even my fabric that I buy, I don't throw away a lot. Now, when it comes to other household items, like maybe old dish towels or hand towels or maybe sheets or things like that that are really badly stained and worn and frayed and things like that. Now, from time to time, yes, we have thrown those out. But that definitely gives you a moment to just pause and reflect on what is your habit of throwing away things. And so that's why it's so important that we need to be recycling things. And by recycling here in the United States, I'm assuming with the statistics that I found that it reduces the landfill waste with textiles by 14.7%. So that's not really a whole lot, but at least it's something, right? And so then that's where buying secondhand is so important, because then we are having an impact. We get to reduce our carbon footprint, but also reduce the landfill. So buying clothing, and we can expand on that in a future video, and I want to take us to some of my thrift stores and look around and see what we can find. And it doesn't have to just be adult clothing, because children's clothing, a lot of that is cotton, and you'll find some excellent dresses and little shirts and things like that, and even into the elementary age and preteen and teen, all that as well. So I want to take us on a little shopping trip here in the next month, and we'll see what we can find. So if you would like to share with all of us in the comments how you have turned fabric scraps or textile scraps into something, whatever it was, please leave that in the comments for all of us below, and give us ideas on what items you have in your home that you can now think about that you could recycle. I would really love to know that. So I'm going to show you again. Here's fabric that I'm using, and I'm using up and cutting this down into shapes to turn them into beautiful home decor pieces. So this was the original fabrics that I started off with, and then this is what I made, a smaller version of my larger wall art piece that was the same pattern, but then I turned it into an 8x8 adorable little gift. Isn't this precious? And this could be turned into a junk journal cover. It already has the backing on it, and I just miniaturized all of the shapes. So here were the original shapes that I started off with, and then I just made smaller hearts using a template that I had. I freehand drew the leaf pattern shape, and then the fabric that already had the stripes in it, I just cut those down 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch approximately for the stems, and for the added texture, I put some eyelash trim and another fiber trim on the stem. And then this time I didn't do any extra embroidery stitches on the leaf pattern, but I did put a little French knot at the top of each of the hearts, and then I did a beaded vein effect down the center of the leaves here in the center to make that the focal point. And then I put a little circle of fiber that I use the same here on the stems, and a little miniature teeny tiny yo-yo and a button. Isn't that precious? Look at how beautiful that turned out. I just love how this turned out. It's so beautiful. And then this kit to make your own, where you would cut out the shapes yourself, it doesn't come with the shapes cut out, is available in my shop. And then I will be using this fabric as your backing, and then it has the muslin piece and the batting in between. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know what you think. And so our next project is going to be taking more fabric scraps, and I might start with the leftovers that I had with the backing fabric, and we're going to make some pretty fabric bracelets. Wearable art is going to be the next project. So bracelets, slow stitching bracelets, wearable art is going to be the next project here on my channel. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was short and sweet, but I'd love for you to subscribe and join my community. If you've already been a member, thank you so much. And please hit the like button if this was something that was interesting to you, and so others can find my channel. That would really help me and helps me to grow here. And I hope you'd like to be a part of my creative community. And I love to take and make just unusual patterns, not necessarily a quilting pattern. This may be one, I don't know, and turn it into something beautiful, a beautiful textile wall art piece. And I want to make more this size and also use them as wall art. And we're going to attach them to each other, and it could be hung horizontally or vertically with just a ribbon in between. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a future video as well. So thank you for joining me here today, and let's keep supporting each other and being creative together in the sunshine. Have a great day. Bye-bye.